Alright guys, welcome. This is the introduction or tutorial walkthrough on how you set up yourself on your Mac computer for you to work with Power BI. We have this long list of things we're going to go through. I'm going to do it fairly quickly, so please pause or rewind if there's something you need to have a look at again. In the end I'm going to break down what we've been through, but it's going to be quite a lot of clicking, but essentially we're going to download our files, open up Power BI Online, then we're going to create a place to put them, all our things, then we're going to create a lakehouse where we put the files, we're going to upload them and create a data flow, apply all the transformations, the changes to the data we need, and then we're going to publish it back to our lakehouse. We're going to create a semantic model, which is a data model, and then we're going to create some relationships between our tables and set up our measures, and then have a quick test in our reporting view. So the first thing we're going to do is download these 4 files here, file 1, 2, 3, and the calendar script. I have placed mine in this folder so it's easy to access. Next thing, we're going to go into app.powerbi.com. Mine should log in automatically, but hopefully yours will as well if you were in class on Wednesday. Otherwise you should go up here and apply for a free trial account. Then you should have all the required access. I'm just going to move myself back. Okay, so first things first, we're going to create a new workspace. I'm going to call it something if the name is taken, it's because we're all sharing the same tenant. Right now it's empty, so we're going to click new item, search for lakehouse, gonna give it a name, Dama. Once it's loaded, we're going to press get data, upload files, click this, just somewhere in it. We had this folder, PC case, click multiples, upload. Once it's all green, we'll just press the X up there and we'll check. So we can see we have 3 files here. We're gonna head back to our Dama tutorial workspace. You can also go through here. Then we're gonna click new item, data flow, Gen 2. Gonna press get data, then we're gonna wait for this one data hub to show up. As you can see here, we have this Dama lakehouse. Alright, so there's 10 views already loaded in, but you shouldn't please disregard those. Click on the drop down for the files, click all 3, press create. As you can see, we've now loaded in our 3 files. Over here, and it's right now determining what kind of data we've added. It doesn't know yet. So the first one here, we can see it's right now it's a table, and that happens whenever you query an Excel sheet. Okay, so you have two choices. You can either choose to import all the data from a worksheet in Excel or a table. As mentioned in class, we're always going to choose the whole sheet. So click on the green right now it's gathering all the data from file invoices, and right over here we have all our steps. So we found a source, then we navigated, imported the worksheet, and then it did something like this. It promoted the headers. So let's see, this is what it looks like when it comes in. So the first row from our sheet has these table headers, but Power Query or the data flow recognizes that this might be column headers for a table, so it automatically promotes those, which means it takes the first line and sets as header for our table in here. The second thing it does is it automatically changes the header types based on what it presumes the data are, and this isn't always ideal, because sometimes we want to, or we know that a given column has to be a certain type. So this document number, for instance, we know that further down in the data, but there's some text in it, and if we keep this value, this data type as a number, it will end up failing once we try to push it back into our lakehouse, where we can work with it as a table instead of a file. But the data flow has only scanned a couple of thousand rows, and it hasn't met any strings or text types, so that's why it guesses. So we're just gonna delete the whole step, and we're gonna go through one by one. So I'm gonna have a look at my second screen, because I have all the types here. So this is text. If you do not change this step, the automated step, please make sure that you are that you are changing whatever value is up here, otherwise it'll throw an error. So for instance, like, oh, perfect, this is one of the errors that we encountered. Given that it's formatted for Danish computers apparently, or Danish locale, we're just gonna set it as text for now. It's not really that important for us to create meshes, but we'll fix it later on. Document number, text, currency code, text. Yeah, maybe next time we'll just change it once. Text. Yeah. Also text. We're gonna address the error with the dates in class on Wednesday. Okay, so we have these keys, those are text as well. Okay, perfect. Then this is all set as most likely text actually. So next file is the fact invoice lines. Same procedure. Choose the data. So this is this hosts data. So this essentially creates a table, and this creates a table. But we want to create a table based off of all the data in the entire sheet, instead of not just one table. Okay. Here it looks like it recognizes posting date properly. Oh yeah, it's because I changed the file. Oh, you're gonna be working with a different file set. So here we're gonna keep the automatic guesses, because they weren't that far off, but document number has to be changed to text. And whenever this pops up, do not check this, say replace current. And that's something that's important for data flows. And right now I'm guessing, but I'm presuming it's because of this red step here. once you'll be working with the data out in the exam hall, it doesn't the data type doesn't have to be changed in the same step because it's a bit smarter. But yeah, we'll also talk about that in class. So I'm just gonna go back to, let's see. Okay. Date, text, document line number, item number, text, quantity. Yeah, so we were gonna do measures on these, like calculations, so these have to be numbers. Although we can do on text as well, but key name, document number. Okay, it looks like we have everything in order. See that? Another step. Okay, so right now we have to create one table. So we're gonna go, oh, it's not table, add a column, and this column is gonna be working as a key between the tables. So we're just gonna press add column and choose custom column. We're gonna call it key name item number. So from the look of it, you can see it's gonna be a merge of two columns. So it's gonna be the name. Oh, sorry, it's easier if you press here. And then we're gonna, this ampersand means that we're adding something to it. So we're gonna take the value from this. We're gonna put an underscore, and then take the value from item number. Let's see. Yeah, this works because both of them are text. If you have the wrong data type, it won't work. So we can just change the type in two ways. But I think we'll just do it the easiest. This has to be text as well. It's very important that you change the data types for everything in your data flows, because it cannot publish anything or process it any further if there's this undefined data type. Then we have the last table, the products, and here we're going to be doing quite a lot of the same. This is all text. Cool. Okay, so you can see, actually, let's just show an error. If you press down here right now, it's the data type is number, whole number. If you press load more, you can see that this data format error comes up, and it's because there's a value further down. Maybe we can even see the error if we do like this. No. Either way, if you were to not change the data type, you would run into problems once you publish. We had a lot of that last time, so let's avoid any errors of that sort. So we're gonna add the same key name item number column. So add column, custom column. Gonna call it key. It's in caps lock. Try and keep these the same so it's easier for you guys to remember. We have this name, underscore, and item number. And then we're going to do a duplication. So right click on the column you want to duplicate and get this cool name. Then we're gonna split this column by the rightmost space. Yeah, so what we want is the component, industrial component, to be one column, and the A1, AB1 to be another column. So we choose the split column file delimiter. We're gonna do space. We're gonna place advanced. Gonna be space, and then we want to do the rightmost. Oh Jesus! So we want to do the rightmost, which means that we're counting from the right to the left, and we want it as a new column. So we see transformation done, and we got what we wanted. And then we're gonna call this main product group. Then we're gonna press home because we want to remove some columns. Oh, what? Oh! Ah, it's a bit different. Okay, so this is one of the small differences between the... Or did I just press wrong? Let's just try. Ah, probably just pressed wrong. So we want to end up with... main product group, key item name, product group code, posting group, item description, item number, and name. Okay, so we're essentially just removing this. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it in a different way. We could just also have done this. So there are two ways to go about it. Oh, and then we are doing a reordering here, I can see. So name, item, Y. This doesn't, the order of your columns doesn't matter, but we'll do the same. And lastly, as we can see, we have some undefined columns. This right here, it has to be text. Okay, great. So yeah, I think we're through. Then we have, as mentioned on in class, we have to add this calendar function because we can't create for Mac when we're working online. We cannot create tables based off of calculations, but if you're working offline in the Power BI desktop, you could create a calendar table just by writing some function called auto calendar, I think. But yeah, there are many opinions on what is best or shouldn't be done. So for the sake of ease, I've just added the script, and what we're doing is we're creating a calendar with 4 years, starting from January 1st, 2021. Oh, and we pressed blank query. We're gonna call this calendar. Then we're gonna create this is for our meshes. Just gonna create this is gonna be a blank. What do they call it? They call it calculations. Okay. This is somewhere to organize all of our calculations, which we call meshes. So for now we just have to go through each of them, set a data destination. just press next based on this. We're looking for our workspace over here. Damage tutorial, there should be one lake house. And we want to write it in here. And we want to name the table calculations. And here we are setting the schema that it's writing to. So this is important, but we'll go over it in class. It's not really, it's a bit out of scope for the course this year. So we're going to go through the same for each file. Well, this is less than ideal. Yeah, let's just fix this real quick. I just noticed that there's some undefined. So this is a whole number. This is just text. So because we added a new definition, we have to update the schema in the end. So you can see here that it's writing as text instead of undefined. Let's just do that for security's sake. Okay, here I think we're gonna rename the. So what we're creating are tables. So create some names that make sense. And whenever we are making star schemas, dimensional modeling, we are working with facts and dimensions. So facts are those in the middle, and dimensions are those around it. And whenever we create names for our tables, it's useful to name them something that makes sense. So this is a fact table, which is good to know for the developers working on it, and also if you're going to be handing over to someone else, or there's some periods in between. So try and name it. You have to be consistent with your naming conventions. So dimensions has to be labeled div or dimension or d or something that shows that what kind of function it should take in the model. Okay, we are now ready to publish. And it's gonna start spinning. I'm just checking to see if I know how to pause. I just found this software. Because, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take. So what happened here is that at first it started spinning over here somewhere, which means it's publishing the data flow. And right now it's running our data, and it should take a couple of minutes or so. So, yeah, perhaps... I don't really know much of editing, so you might end up stuck with me here while it spins, or so just feel free to scroll through. This is boring. Oh, no, it's more. We'll press F5, see if it's finished. It's not. Oh, one thing I probably should have put up in the top. If you cannot get the downloads to work, use Chrome. Apparently Safari cannot download some of the files from Canvas. I did not know that. Maybe I should write that down. Notepad. Cannot use script. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. On my second screen, I'm just gonna. Oh, we're done! Oh, it wasn't that bad. So we're gonna pop into our tutorial lakehouse. Ooh, we have a lot of tables. I don't know why it says unidentified. What? Oh! We're just too quick. Everything is in order. It has now identified what we published with our data flow as tables, which is great. Now we're gonna. Oh, maybe we should just check in with. Oh crap! Where the hell did I go? I lost my agenda, but we're very close to the end. Press new semantic model, name it Dharma semantic. Dharma data model. I don't like the new name. This is weird. There should be. Maybe I should press up here. Doesn't matter where I'm positioned. Jesus, something is wrong here. Let's try and close it and open it again. Let's go into the lake house. What? I'm gonna pause the recording and start it once I have figured out the error. 2 seconds.